Hi guys, Elaine here, the Animal Reiki Lady. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever in the world you are joining me from. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching. Today, this next reading is going to be for Axel. So if you watched my last video about Murphy, which you can catch over here, you know that I was attempting, and I did do a reading with Axel, but Murphy just kept coming through. Murphy interrupted a TV show I was watching, and sometimes that's the way it works. So I can't wait to share my little session with Axel. But first, for those of you who are watching me for the very first time, my name is Elaine. I'm an animal Reiki master, and I help people make deep, profound healing connections with the animals in their life, and that includes animals who have crossed to the other side. And healing connections are all about healing us. When we make these connections after they've crossed, it's about helping our hearts to heal. And they have so much, the animals have so much to share with us. But first, I want to reiterate this again. I brought it up in that Murphy video. If anybody is interested in doing a YouTube live where we can comment back and forth and talk about things, the questions, the things that haunt us the most, which come up frequently, including why can't I see my pet in my dreams? I'm trying so hard and I'm not feeling how to connect with my pet. I promise you, we all have this ability when we can let down our guard, and be open to the possibility and kind of suspend our disbelief, so to speak. And that's why I try to help with these readings, to help give you some relief and also to show how you can do this too. So put us in the comments below if you would like me to do a live YouTube, or if you would be interested in doing a Zoom session where we could all get together and actually talk and go back and forth with some of the questions that we have and some of the things that we really need to get off of our chest, and see what kind of readings we can also have. And I also want to let you know, so this is, as you know, I do automatic writing. When I go into a meditation, I then ask the pet who I would like to connect with to share with me information specific for their human, and then information that all animals want the rest of us to know, to help ease our pain, literally to help ease our pain. And so I do automatic writing, which means that I scribble. I mean, I just start to, they start to come through to me, I have no choice but to begin writing. It just starts to come through in these blocks of thought, and I write. Sometimes I do it live. So I won't show you what I've written or read for what I've written. I will immediately, like I do my meditation, press the record button, and I start sharing with you all the things that are coming through to me. Also, as I am reading, in this case, I have automatic writing from Axel. As I begin speaking about it, they will oftentimes come into my mind even just then with more information to share. So some of the things are from the actual session that I did with Axel, and other information comes through as I am speaking. And then my daughter bought me this beautiful journal so that I could start recording and writing. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, so that I could start writing all of my sessions that I hold for you folks. But sometimes I got to tell you, I have to grab whatever paper happens to be lying around. Look, here's a little, I have to write on whatever is lying around, because the thoughts come to me so quickly. They come to me so quickly, and sometimes in the most unexpected ways. But anywho, let's get on with Alex's reading, shall we? Axel, it is Axel. I wonder what Alex is trying to get through about. Okay, so let's do this reading for Axel, and I will share with you all the things that came through. So Axel's mama, if you would like to confirm or even not confirm, if there's things that don't make any sense, it helps me. It helps me as I continue practicing this, whether or not we are making the kinds of connections that I really want to make. Okay, so this is what Axel had to share. Axel, cool water. That's the very first thing I wrote down, was cool water. That he talked to everyone. And I don't know enough about Axel as a pet to know what he did or what his habits were, but this is what I get. So talk to everyone, and he's still talking. He still is talking from the other side, to everyone in your household, to everyone who he knew. He was a very open animal, and was happy to share. So then I get a sense of light and sunshine and a lamp, some type of reflection. There's a glowing. I had a sense of this glowing light. But it wasn't hot. I can't quite describe this light, this sunshine, but not like light, like sun when you have sun beating down on you when it's warm. That's not the sense that I got. And was it the light that he saw at the end of his life? That's very, very possible. Because death does not traumatize our pets. That's coming through for me right now. That's the message for everybody. Their crossing does not traumatize them. Now, part of what I like to do is I want to be able to change our narrative around death. I think that one of the reasons that we want to make these connections with our animals is because we want to know that they're still there for us. We want them to know that we are still here for them, but we also want proof of life after death. And they share this with me all the time, that we should have no fear about death. It does not traumatize them. Axel did not feel anything one way or the other. His crossing was perfectly natural. It felt calm and peaceful and natural. There was nothing traumatic about it whatsoever. Okay, then what I got was French fries. Don't know. Almost all animals will present to me some kind of food. They are like natural foodies. And French fries came right to me. And then the sound of a whistle. A train whistle. It's not like a whistle like you think of as a whistle. A whistling noise, but whistle came through for me. And then a brown bottle, an old-fashioned brown bottle, like old-fashioned glass, apothecary glass, a brown bottle. That was like an image that I was receiving. Axel understands. I think you conveyed to him, Axel's mama, that he was ready, that he was going on his journey, and he wants us to know that too. What a beautiful journey they go on. When our animals cross to the other side, they become, I don't have a good word for it other than multi-dimensional, because they can be in many places at one time, doing many things at one time. They can be comforting you at the same time that their little higher self is off scampering on the beach, like Winston. I feel Winston so deeply in my heart. And when I see him, though, when I visualize him, knowing that he's right here, I see him romping on the beach. Winston was deaf. And I see him now romping on the beach, chasing all the little seabirds and just having a blast at it and being able to connect with me at the same time. So they're multidimensional. He understands. Axel knew that he was on his way to his next journey, and he is absolutely loving his new life. It is not the end of anything. That was one of the big things that came through. It was not the end of anything. If anything, it's a beginning. And it's for people too. We can choose when we cross. We're getting really philosophical here, but we can choose what it is that we do next. We are not stuck in some karmic loop where if we didn't live our life good enough, or if we made a mistake, with the pets who shared our life, you are forgiven, and it's not held against you, and it's not some stain on your soul that you have to carry over into the next life and repeat again until you get it right. They want you to know where this is all coming from. They want you to know that you are immediately forgiven. Okay, back to Axel. Axel, something about a bath. I can't make out my writing. Got the feeling. Oh, I got the feeling that he needed a bath. Something about the bath came through, and I got the feeling that he was in need of a bath. Something with his paws, something with the pads of his paws came through, and I couldn't get a sense of what that was all about. So if that makes any sense to you, let me know. Australia came through loud and clear. I do not know what kind of dog Axel was. I might have that in my notes somewhere. Hang on a second, because I will follow when you guys post who you'd like a reading for. I sometimes write notes about Axel, and I don't have anything, but wait till you see what Axel did bring through for me. I don't know what kind of dog he was, but Australia came through for me. I don't know if he was an Australian Shepherd or a working dog. And then a book. Did he chew up a book? I got a sense that you had a book that he chewed, like chewed up a book that meant something to you. And a treat puzzle. I don't know what that was. A puzzle with treats. And his comment was easy peasy, way too easy. And I can't make out something about cars, riding in cars, an old pickup truck. A marquee sign comes through, like an old-fashioned movie theater comes through. That even comes through to me now. As soon as I said the word marquee, I can picture this old-fashioned movie theater. So I'm not sure if any of that makes sense to Axel's mama. But one of the things that I have considered doing as we move forward with these is creating for you a symbol that is unique to your animal. And that way you have something that you can take away with you that no other animal will have and that no other person can have, because it's unique to the human and the animal. And what I do is take their name. So I wrote Axel. I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to be 100% transparent about this. I'm going to show you how I started to use his name and the way that it evolved into this sacred symbol, a beautiful symbol that represents him that you could take with you. And you should be able to like save a little screenshot when I show it to you here, what actually comes through. But I want to show you these scribbles because there's another thing. As I was doing this scribble for Axel, something came through about diversity. Very, very odd. I don't know where this came from, but diversity and equity and all that kind of things that we talk about in our culture right now. Animals want us to know that we can make every living thing in the whole wide universe feel as though they're important. And I don't know where that came from. Okay, so let me just show you what I did. So here you see I wrote Axel, and then I started to draw, and then I started to draw something else. I kind of like combined their letters, the letters of the name, into a little drawing. And then it wasn't quite satisfying to me, so I kind of moved down here. I played with it a little bit. You can see I played with it in a couple different places. There's the diversity stuff that came through. And then it just kept on going. And I was just experimenting with it. But this one right here is I got to hold it this way, is the one. And it's meant to be, let's see if I can hold my finger. I forget because I'm mirrored on Zoom, so I forget how to hold my hands. All right. So there we go. Let's see if I can hold that closer for you. That is the little image, this one right there, that came through after I was drawing all of these things for Axel. So from his name and from his inspiration, as I begin to write his name and play with a little sacred geometry, that's what came out. So his name then came out to me looking like that. And I'm not even sure what that is, but okay. So that's it for now. I think that the messages for all of us came through as I was actually doing that reading for Axel. So I think that's all that I have to share with you. And until our next reading, may the animals light your way. I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye.